When it comes to pre-workout products, the most common ingredient that we see in each and every one of them is caffeine. Now, if you've looked at a few different products before, you're going to come across multiple different types or trademarked versions of the stimulant caffeine. The first one being caffeine anhydrous, which is the most abundant form that we find in pre-workouts. And all that means is that it is caffeine without water or without hydration. It is dehydrated caffeine powder itself. And caffeine anhydrous is the pure source of caffeine that has about a 3-hour duration of action, give or take a few, that is going to rise and fall throughout the duration of your workout. Now, there's other forms that you might not be aware of, such as Infinergy or dicaffeine malate, a ratio of 3 to 1, meaning that for every 3 milligrams of caffeine, you've got 1 milligram of malic acid. There's some research done to support the benefits of malic acid for ATP production and provision, as well as possibly delaying the onset of the effects of caffeine by about 10 to 15 minutes in the stomach. But largely in part, if you see 100 milligrams of dicaffeine malate, you're getting 75 milligrams of caffeine. Another version is caffeine citrate, which is caffeine anhydrous bonded with citric acid. And this is going to be about 50% caffeine by gram weight, meaning that for every 100 milligrams of caffeine citrate, you're going to get 50 milligrams of pure caffeine and 50 milligrams of citric acid. And another form and a newcomer to the area of caffeine in pre-workouts is going to be extended release variations of caffeine. Now, there's two primary versions on the market known as Zoom XR as well as VitaSure SR. Now, these actually break down over the course of about 6 hours. Using an encapsulated technology of the caffeine itself, it does have a steadier rise in its peak effects in your body. So these are some things to take into account when we're looking at a pre-workout. Just because it has 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous, don't forget to look further on the label to see if there's other variants snuck in there that you might not be aware of.